Ukulele lesson with me, Stu Fuchs, and Ukulele Zen. So glad you're here. Got a really fun lesson for you today. We're going to be focusing on a tune made famous by Otis Redding. This is That's How Strong My Love Is. This is going to be a ukulele soul lesson, a topic we could get into many times. We're going to be exploring in this lesson a couple of different strum options for 6/8 time. We're also going to be learning a finger-picking pattern. And I've got a couple of announcements too. We're going to say hello to everybody joining me live. But I want to jump right into the lesson. And then after we're done, we'll, as usual, have a mindfulness meditation. How are you all feeling out there? I hope you're doing well. Wanted to say hello to a few folks. We got Bob, who is watching in Wisconsin. That's right. We met in Wisconsin. Glad to see you. Big thanks to everybody who came to the workshop yesterday, the blues workshop. Thank you so much for being here. Peg, thank you. Hudson Valley, not too far from where I live. Hope you're ready to jam today because I've got a really fun lesson. Thanks very much. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Suzanne, for joining all the way from the UK. Today, we're also going to have a couple of guests, some video guests. Patrons of my channel have the option of beaming in. There'll be live video guests. We'll get to say hello and answer some questions. Jack is in the house from San Ramon, California. Please say hello in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. Patricia, glad to see you again, also from California. Got Scotland in the house. Randy Potter, good to see you in Western Pennsylvania. South Africa is in the house. Good to have you here, Rick. Barry from Brewster, my old stomping grounds. I grew up close to Brewster. Bernard's here from New Jersey. Michael, always great to see you. And I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me. And what we're going to do right now is we are going to get into our lesson. What I'd like to do is to just start by jamming a little bit of this tune. If you're joining me on Facebook, please say hello. And I appreciate y'all joining me for this lesson. That's How Strong My Love Is. So let's get right into it. This song sheet is available at a link down below. This is the song sheet that's available for patrons. As you can see, it's just 4 chords. You got your G chord, your D7 chord, and yep, you can play that as the barred D7 if you wish. You got your C major chord and your E minor chord. It's about as large as I can make the song sheet in this program that I use now, but let's jam. Okay, let's start with a little bit of 6/8 strum. The first chord progression we are going to be playing is, of course, most of this song is a progression of G to D7 to C and to G. So let's start with our very first strum, 6/8 time, okay? It's 6/8 notes, and we want to use dynamics, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's an accent on 1, 2, and 4, 5, 6. D7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be the first basic strum. We're gonna do more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Let's just sing a little bit of the first verse. If I was the sun way up there, I'd go with my love most everywhere. I'd be the moon when the sun goes down, just to let you know that I'm still around. Chorus, same chords. That's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. Well, that's how strong my love is, baby. Yeah. That's how strong my love is. Oh, let's just pause there just for a sec. Thank y'all for joining me. it's almost impossible to not play the other grooves, which is where we subdivide the eighth note, okay? Subdivide. I was in a band that toured the world, and when we were backstage, we used to bump fists, and we would say, groove machine. And as our fists would bump, we'd say, subdivide. Because subdivision is the power that keeps you in time. If we have the metronome clicking, 1, 2, 3. Hope you can hear that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one of these beats can be broken up into smaller bits. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Boom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to strum this, but right now, do you really want to learn? You're here because you want to learn something and have a good time, right? So if you really want to learn, you got to make friends with your metronome. You know, most folks are making friends with their metronome. I'm happy if you are one of those folks. If you're still not sure about the metronome, let me put it to you this way. Making friends with a metronome is like a baseball player being okay with holding a bat or a glove or the ball. The metronome is key to you being a groove machine. And your metronome is your friend. It really is, okay? It will train you to be steady in your rhythm. So I'm going to put my metronome on. I'm going to bring mine a little closer here. And this is clicking 124 beats a minute. That's 124 times it's clicking. And just listen and start to count. Are you ready? We'll first count this. Make sure you count out loud. No uke. Yeah, just count. Very precise. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Start to feel the sway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Now count the other. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3. You get the idea? This is what's going to keep you steady. And the strum, which we're going to jam with the whole tune in a moment, is this. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's not the most complex thing to do, right? You probably did more complex things with your hands this morning while you were making breakfast. Really, you probably did. The thing about making it musical, two big things. One is being in time with the metronome, not rushing, not slowing down, and not playing everything loud. So we have to try a little less sometimes. And this is a lesson we keep getting over and over again in music, all right? So try with me right now a little less. Okay, check it out. We'll go 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. Just make 1 strong and 4 strong. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Join in. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and take a break. Awesome. That's the groove. Let's practice it with the chord progression. We're going to bring back the chord chart. But just so you know, most of the song is simply a G. Move into a D7. Whichever one you like. To your C. Back to your G. You dig? Okay, so what we're going to do is just try to feel it and make beat 4 stronger. And we got another trick to add to the strum later, but let's just groove a bit. Thank you for joining me. Paul, thank you for your support. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm so glad you chose to spend a little time with me. I've got some cool announcements to share with you, but come on, let's jam. Let's do it. Are you ready? We'll talk about the intro later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2. If I was the sun way up there, I go with my love most everywhere. Be the moon when the sun goes down, just to let you know that I'm still around. That's how strong my love is. Oh yeah, that's how strong my love is. Yeah, that's how strong my love is, baby. Yeah, that's how strong my love is. Keep going. I'll be the well weeping willow, drowning in my tears. You can go swimming when you're here. I'll be the rainbow when the sun is gone. Wrap you in my colors, keep you warm. Chorus. Yeah, that's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. Yeah, that's how strong my love is. Oh, that's how strong my love is. And then it moves to the bridge, which we're going to learn in a moment. Hey, thanks so much for joining me. Suzanne is asking a great question. What speed metronome? I set it to 124. This is my trusty old iPad 2. Yeah, that happened somewhere in Canada, that crack. You tap out your tempo that you want to play it at. It automatically generates the tempo. Press start, and this is a good app. Tempo. There are other ones, but whatever one you use, do make friends with your metronome. Holland is in the house. Thank you so much, Thea. I love being in Holland. I've had the pleasure of being there twice. Got Australia in the house, 2 a.m. Night owls down in Australia. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Powered by Joy. Thanks for joining as a patron recently. All right, folks, I've got more to share with you right now, and then a quick announcement. Paul, thank you for your super chat. Hey, folks, when you're strumming this, of course, watch this video a couple of times, and if you dig it, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. When you're strumming, you can really simulate a snare drum. Let me come real close to the camera so you can see. I sometimes add a fan stroke right before 1. 1, 2, 3, and then I chuck on 4. 1, 2, 3, chuck. 1, 2, 3, chuck, 4, and 5. Okay, so you don't want to be locked into just one way of playing it. This is meant to be a template. You can see I flicked. I just played simply 2, 3, and then I chucked on 4, and I went down, up, down. There's all kinds of ways to add nuance to this also by only using your thumb. Okay, this is more advanced beginner intermediate strumming skills. And you don't have to play for years to start to get these into your hands. You really don't. You just take one stab at it, just one throw of the dart, try to bullseye it with me right now, okay? How about you watch me do it first, and then you'll join in. Watch me, please. 1, 2, 3, chuck, down, up, down. Ready? Here we go. Flick, 2, 3, chuck, down, up, down. Flick, 2, 3, chuck, down, up, down. Flick, 2, 3, chuck. One more. Awesome. So I'm demonstrating it slow so you can get it, right? It's not really effective to try to do something faster than what we can do yet. So try to be a master of what you can control, and then you'll see your speed will increase. All right, we got a couple more things to share with this, including a finger-picking pattern. We're going to play the whole tune, but I just want to say thanks to everybody who came to my workshop yesterday. It was a blues workshop where we went deep into single note picking, all kinds of stuff about improvisation. If you missed that, it's going to be available for purchase later with some bonus content. Okay, if you attended live or if you bought your ticket for the replay option, you will get that bonus content, and you'll also get your jam tracks. They're going to be delivered Tuesday morning, okay? Tuesday morning. But if you did want to get it after, if you missed it, it'll be available. It'll be on my new website that I'm launching. And one other quick announcement. If you enjoy my teaching and you want to learn how to play music, and also about how music can be a very healing practice for yourself, you may like to join me at the Ukulele Zen Retreat. It's my first live event that I'll ever be presenting. It's the first live event I've presented since November 2019, before the lockdown. So There are links to that down below. It's 5-day retreat north of New York City this June. Omega is a fantastic place to be. It's a renowned yoga facility. There's great food. There's relaxing movement classes. And if you want to join me, check it out down below. All right. I wanted to bring in some of our first guests, but can I share something with you? Troy Ukulele, I like your name, Troy Ukulele. Wipeout, we did jam workout. Thank you so much for joining me. Tim, thank you. Gianni, always great to see you here. I wanted to share something with you quickly, just 30 seconds. Okay, when I was preparing my workshop, I got some help from a very special helper. All right, so can you just give me 30 seconds? Check out my little Rowan here. He is, oops, okay. He is going to be, I asked him to help me find the backbeat. Okay, so here we go. Where's that backbeat, Ron? Yeah. So that's my little guy. He's just 2 years and 2 months. And I think I've created a monster because he will not stop strumming and tapping on everything. But there we go. We jammed some Eric Clapton yesterday in the workshop. And if you want to check it out later this week, it will be available at the link down below. A lot more jamming, a lot more lesson to come. So thank you for joining me. I'd like to add to our live stream our guest, Delisa. Let's see if we can get this to work. New technology, so thanks for bearing with me. We're going to get back to the lesson, but let's say hi to Delisa. When I bring her in, let me know if you can hear me. Say, Stu, yeah, we hear you, and let me know if you can hear her, okay? Welcome, Delisa. Are you out there?
Hello, yes. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Excellent. Minus the slapback echo, which is strange. How are you doing?
Doing great. Happy to be here.
Great.
I love
How long have you been playing ukulele for?
How long? Well, I got my ukulele last July. I've played guitar and other things before, so I'm not new to music, but I'm new to ukulele. Well, sort of new.
So what's your music background before you took up the uke?
Well, I just kind of grew up like your son. I had a music teacher dad, so I was exposed to everything. And I played clarinet in school. I played some keyboards. I just recently got a tongue drum, which I'm very excited about.
Oh, cool.
Guitar, just singing.
Fantastic. What's your tongue drum tuned to?
A minor.
Oh, that's nice. So you can strum an open chord and it's right there. Would you mind playing a bit for us? For anyone who's not aware, this is a wonderful trance instrument here. Why don't we play a little duet, which is long distance and there's an echo in my headset, but how about you, we'll do a little improv here for just 60 seconds. Play a few phrases and then we'll go back and forth. Why don't we jam a little bit?
Yep, let's do that. Okay.
I'll start. Beautiful. This is fun. if you, for some reason, no pressure, if you decide to come to the retreat, please bring that drum. I could listen to those gong drums all day long. And I'm encouraging everybody to not only bring ukuleles, but bring your guitars, your drums, your percussion, everything. Cool. Thanks for jamming. This is the very first long distance jam we've done on on this broadcast. So thanks.
Great.
Delisa, before we get back to the lesson, I want to say thank you for being a patron. Thank you for being a supporter. And if you have a question for me about playing or anything I can answer before we get back into the lesson?
I have a very simple, practical question about how to get a strap on my, whoops, are you still there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how to get a strap on my ukulele. Because I look at yours and I think, okay, I don't know where I would.
Yeah.
You know, this is for, you know, electric. So anyway, how do you do that?
That's a great question. So putting a strap on a ukulele, make sure that you take it, unless you're very handy with tools, make sure you take it to an instrument shop, because you'll want to have a little spacer block. They glue a piece of wood on the inside of the ukulele, so when the strap button is put in, it has something to grip onto and it won't damage the instrument.
Okay.
Now mine is also the pickup jack. When I plug this in to an amplifier, I plug it in here and it's also the strap button.
Okay,
so
well,
that's what I would recommend, is take it to a place, make sure they put a
I
spacer block
there. So yeah.
Yeah, so it already has a plug there. So yeah, you just get that installed, and then you can get another button put in. Sometimes on the heel of the neck is a nice place. Other instruments have them in different places. Some people just like to tie it to the neck, you know. So it's just a matter of preference. This feels more stable to me to have it right here. So, so cool. Well, thank you for joining in, and thank you for being a patron.
Thank you for the invitation. I'm happy to be here.
So glad you're here.
I'm nursing a sick dog, so I didn't know whether I'd be able to make it, but she's being calm at the moment.
Excellent. Well, then we'd have a trio. If you yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's get back into the lesson. Thank you very much for joining. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. All right, everybody. So these video guests, you know, they're all folks who are patron supporters of my channel. And there are links to my Patreon page down below if you're interested in joining. I'm glad you're here either way. There's some perks for your membership. Let's get back into the lesson. I want to show you this fingerpicking pattern, and then I'll do some looping to bring it all together. Okay, Simon is asking, what ukulele am I playing? There's a link to it in the description below. It's made by Brian Griffin, a luthier in Bellingham, Washington. It's an entirely different kind of ukulele. It has a bracing system called the Kasha bracing system. And if you look on my YouTube channel, you'll find a review of this. I interview Brian. Okay, the finger style. Let's take those chords, and then we're just going to play the whole tune. When we take those chords G, D, 7, and C, and G, you've heard this finger picking pattern as usually played on an electric guitar in the 60s soul, 70s soul style. And what we're going to do is we're going to use thumb, which is P, index I, M, middle, A, ring finger, then back to M and back to I, and it creates this wheel going around the hand. All right, I do recommend having one finger per string for this. You can see that it's marked moving down the string like this, and it creates it's a very lulling rhythm. All right, so let's just try this together on the G chord slowly, and then we'll play a groove with it. Okay, so here we go. You go thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index, then D7, C, and G. Now don't sweat it if this doesn't feel easy right away. This is actually quite a bit of technique. Real quick, this is the 30-second tour. Let your arm rest here, and try to stabilize the hand in a way where it's the fingers are suspended from this third row of knuckle right there. They should feel very loose, and the motion comes from this knuckle as opposed to this. Right? So we're not pulling a bow and arrow, we're waving bye-bye like a little toddler, waving bye-bye. So just swing through the strings. It gets easier and easier the more you do it. All right, let's groove with this. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it a couple of times, so just hop on board when you're ready. Here we go. Well, that's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. And you would do this while someone else is strumming. So if you bring this to your ukulele clubs, you can have some people play the finger style, some people play the strum. And if you're familiar with 60s, 70s soul, you know that that is a common texture in the music. There's the guitar keeping this arpeggio finger-picked thing, while there's another instrument playing 1, 2, 3, 4. Whichever one you like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. You can do it. Keep up. If you feel comfortable with it, just breathe in and start to moan. How you feeling out there? Are you still with me? If you are, please say hello in the chat and please like this video. It's not to stroke my ego or anything, but it does help YouTube to distribute my content and make sure that that more people benefit from these lessons. So glad you're here. Let's play the whole tune. I just want to have one more little exercise here, okay? Check it out. When I play this, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That's another way that I like to create dynamics. I love to combine my strumming hand with my thumb. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, chuck, down, up, down. 1, 2, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, chuck, down, down. 1, 2, 3, chuck, down, down. 1, 2, 3, chuck, down, down. Yeah. So, some chord embellishments. Add that suspension by dropping the pinky on your G. Okay, D7. You can add that suspension by dropping your ring finger. And then C7. Every once in a while, it can be really nice to put a C7 in there, because there's that blue note. We talked about this in the blues session yesterday, that movement from the minor third up to the major third. All right, so those are some things you can add to it. Let's jam. I'm just going to keep these chords going around so we can have an experience of combining the finger style and the strum. Is that cool? Let's do this together. a strum, whichever one you like. Well, if I was the sun way up there, I'd go with my love most everywhere. I'd be the moon when the sun goes down, yeah. Let you know that I'm still around. Sing it with me. Well, that's how strong my love is, yeah. That's how strong my love is. Yeah, that's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. I'll be the weeping willow, drowning in my tears. You can go swimming when you're there. I'll be the rainbow when the sun is gone. I'll wrap you in my colors, keep you warm. Sing it, come on. Well, that's how strong my love is. Oh, that's how strong my love is. Yeah, that's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. E minor. I'll be the ocean so deep and wide. I'll get out the tears whenever you cry. Be the breeze after the storm is gone, to dry your eyes and love you warm. Well, that's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. Yeah, that's how strong my love is. Yeah, that's how strong my love is. Do the bridge, E minor, yeah. I'll be the ocean so deep and wide. I'll be the, get out the tears whenever you cry. I'll be the breeze after the storm is gone, to dry your eyes and love you warm. That's how strong my love is. Yeah, that's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. Mm-hmm. That's how strong my love is. Keep going. Strong my love is. Sing it with me. Yeah, that's how strong my love is. Well, that's how strong my love is. Now let every chord ring. Yeah. Well, that's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. Break it down. Well, that's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining. You feeling good? Let me know in the chat. Sure is easier to jam when I'm not juggling a million screens here, but I think you get the idea of combining the finger style, the 6/8 time, the different dynamics. So watch this video a few times because there's quite a bit in this lesson. If you want to check the links down below, there are links to the Ukulele Zen retreat where we do so much more than learning music. Yes, you're going to learn a lot about music, but there's a lot of other things I'm going to share with you. And you can get a printable version of the song sheet as well as other perks at my Patreon page. I'm glad you're here either way. And yeah, enjoy jamming this song. Thank you so much. So let's wrap things up with just a couple of questions in the chat, and then we're going to have a mindfulness meditation, a brief meditation to center ourselves. And it's such a healthful thing to do, to come back home to the present moment. Music is always teaching us to come back to the present moment. So just getting the hang of it in the last 6 seconds. Well, hey, that's 6 seconds, you got the hang of it. So do it again and again. Janet, I would love to return to the Seattle area. I have been there many times. 6 years in a row, I would tour the Northwest in the fall. So I hope to return. I did a full day retreat there in Seattle back in 2019. The background of the song, I'm not sure. You could wiki it. It's a soul song. It wasn't written by Otis Redding, but it's been covered by the Hollies, Rolling Stones. Great, great folks. Hey, love you too, Kayla. I'm so glad you're here. Ukulele Butterflies in the house. Thank you very much. Come to Las Vegas. I'd love to. One of these days. A little different being on the road now that I'm a papa. But thank you all for being here, and please share this video with your ukulele playing friends. If you join me for the blues workshop Tuesday morning, be on the lookout. You're going to receive jam tracks, replay video, and a whole bunch of other, and you know, a bonus lesson. Glad you're here, Kazi. Thank you. Yes, I will. I will. I was in Barcelona twice. Would love to come back. All right, folks. Yeah, I understand, Barry. It is a retreat. It is a retreat. It's a special program. If you can swing 5 days away, it's a special place to be. It's a small gathering compared to a festival. So, glad you're here. So, friends, let's release everything we just did. Watch this again. And you may like to hold your ukulele or put it down and just place your feet on the floor. And let's begin to come home. To answer another question, flamenco songs, absolutely. I have, if a starter one would be Feliz Navidad. I teach you a little bit of a rumba strum in there. Julie, you can go to my channel, Ukulele Zen, and search it there. So friends, let's bring our feet on the floor and close your eyes. And when we're meditating, we're not trying to get anything. We're not trying to achieve anything or even get anywhere. We're coming home to the present moment as it is, training ourselves to be stable, to remain present. And one of the wonderful anchor points is the breathing. So this practice is very simple. It's from the Plum Village tradition, from Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh. There's a new documentary. It was just released about his life yesterday on YouTube. You can look up Plum Village, his channel, and you will find it there. He just passed away about 2 months ago. So the practice is to close your eyes and just to bring some attention to your breathing. We're not breathing in any special way. We're not changing the breath. We're observing it. As you breathe in, know that you are breathing in. Breathing out, you know that you are breathing out. And I invite you to come to a place of stillness just for these few minutes. And allow your attention to rest on the pillow of your breath. Let all the projects and plans that you may have planned for today or tomorrow or next week, just let them go for now. They'll be waiting patiently for you, and you'll address them with more presence after this. So follow your breath all the way in. Follow your breathing all the way out. And breathe in such a way that you soften the muscles on your scalp and your jaw. And allow a half smile to blossom on your lips. Breathing in, following the breath all the way in. Breathing out, following the breath all the way out. Ride the wave of breath, feeling your breath in the rise and fall of your stomach, your chest expanding. You may feel it at the tip of the nose or in the back of the throat. And if the mind wanders from your breathing, that's very natural. Every time we recognize that we have left the present moment, the practice is to lovingly and gently return again and again. It's not a practice of, oh, I forgot. It's a practice of, hey, I remembered. Hey, I'm back. And breathing in, feel the sensation of the in-breath and the out-breath, this endless exchange between you and the world, between you and everything in the world. Connected to all living beings. Allow yourself to settle on the pillow of your breath, breathing, resting, and calming. A little half smile on your lips. Where we put our attention is very powerful. Bringing your attention into one focus, your in-breath and your out-breath, the very life force that's animating you. Allowing your focus to remain on the gentleness of breath, the smile. This is the practice of calming and generating joy. You can lift up one finger at a time off of your lap to track your breath, to see if you can remain connected with one breath, 2, 3. And this is a game. Meditation is not a arduous task. It's a practice of freedom. If your mind wanders into projects or plans or concerns before you even get to the third breath, that's okay. You come back with love. You come back again and again. You keep coming back. The practice of concentration can be strengthened, and like a muscle, it can be toned. play a game and see if you can make it to 5 breaths. Breathing, listening. So when you're ready, begin to bring some motion to your fingertips and your toes. Open your eyes slowly to the light. Thank you for practicing with me. Thank you for practicing with each other. I used to have a practice of every time I came to a stoplight. I lived in a very busy city, and I would often come to stoplights, and I'd put the car in park, and I would take 3 breaths. Sometimes I would get to 5. You have a built-in mala, a built-in rosary bead on your fingers. You could try this practice out. Guaranteed, someone behind you will tell you when the lights changed. You know, they'll. And of course, they're saying, "Beloved sir, your meditation. I think you need to end your meditation and return to driving." And then when you return to driving, you know, more awareness of what I'm doing. We come, we return, we go, we come, we return. So I wish you happy times with your playing. May it be playful on your instrument, playful with your practice, and I hope that a little bit of mindfulness in your day helps to bring you peace, greater calm, and of course music practice is a powerful way of practicing, listening to each tone, treasuring it. They don't last very long. So friends, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you joining me for another live stream session. These sessions are available the first Sunday of every month for everybody. There will be another Beatles lesson at the end of the month. And I wish you and your families good health, much happiness until we see each other again. Thanks so much. And big thanks to Delisa for joining me. Heather, I'm not sure why it didn't work with the tech, but we'll make it work somehow. Thank you for joining me. Happy day. Happy playing. Much peace. Thank you.